Welcome back, guys, to Eat the Narrative. Give me 20 seconds of your time to introduce this clip, and then I will let it play absolutely uncut, in full, providing my thoughts and analysis at the very end. In today's video, we have Sam Seder on Patrick Bet-David's podcast talking about the open borders myth, something the MAGA party absolutely loves to throw around. So let's get right into it and watch Sam Seder dismantle this myth.
We've had the most illegal entry in 4 years in the history of the country.
Dude.
You're, and
right,
this is
I'll
why.
answer you.
Let me finish. And this is why your party sucks. This is why your party is at 29% approval.
20%.
Because you got 20. Thank you. Because all you guys do is talk shit and just go anti-Trump. You have no policies. You guys have no vision. You have no leaders. You're talking about oligarchs and you hate the oligarchs. What do you think Bernie Sanders and AOC are going to get their money from? Their donors. Are you, don't lie to yourself. For you to look, and brother, you're talking about yesterday we lied.
AOC and Bernie Sanders don't take
Hold on, ready for this?
People.
You're saying that we lied 2 days ago. You just lied, and you're going to look like a fool that the border wasn't wide open. Look at this chart. What does that chart say to you? What is that? What did Trump, when Trump was in, he was trying to close it, but your party was fighting it. It's unbelievable how many illegals have come in the past 100 days.
But this is the part to just be very, just show the data. Illegal immigration, this is Wall Street Journal, is a bigger problem than ever.
Oh, no, that's
These
fake
five
news.
charts explain why. Go a little bit lower. That's under Biden.
Trump got shot trying to show these charts, literally.
This is October of 2023. Go to the next one.
A guy who was registered Republican.
Here's another
Hold
one
on,
for
wait,
you.
can I address what his
let me just show the
rant
data,
was?
and then I want you to say what you want to say. Go a little bit lower with the data,
his-
Ron. No, because he said it's inaccurate. This is another one here
Okay,
showing
well, go back
data.
up. Go back up to the.
And then go to the last one, Rob.
Go to the
last one, Rob.
Go to the top one here.
I mean, this is the
I'll
numbers
go through
you're
all of
talking
these
about.
charts.
So this is, you can
start one by one. Go up.
explain every one of them. Go
Okay.
for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you can see that this is what constitutes illegal immigration. These are, if it was an open border, you would not have these numbers. You would not have the numbers to know when Title 42 ends.
Yeah.
More people are coming to the border and they're being put into a system. Period.
That's the best part about it.
And that's the
Because
definition.
they were told to come. Sam, let me explain something. When your president says, come to the country.
Is he just going to yell all the time?
No, I'm not yelling. You just give me facts.
Can I turn down his microphone? Because
You can't. Yeah, just see which one he is. I think he's seat 3 or which one is it, Rob?
Seat 3.
Seat 3.
Seat 3. Go ahead. Lower that there.
And then the mic.
Right there. There you
volume,
go. Is that
lower.
good? Is that good?
Seat
Seat
2.
2. There you go.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Go ahead.
Good.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So,
You're still going to hear the truth, though. So go ahead.
no, I'm happy to.
Yeah.
Can't turn down the truth. Is
No,
what
you
you're saying.
Open border would mean that we have no records of people coming across the border. The law in this country has been that if you put your foot in this country, it's an international law, it's a U.S. law. If you put your foot in this country and you apply for asylum, you are due a process to do that. 98% of those people who are then what you guys would call catch and release come back for their hearings. We are woefully understaffed in terms of like immigration judges, and that process is definitely broken. I would love to see more money spent in the processing of these people so that we can establish which ones, like your family,
Like my family as well, illegal immigrants.
but came in through a refugee status. They weren't citizens on day one. They came in, they went through a process, and it's possible at that time. I mean, I remember, I was old enough to remember the Iran hostage situation. I remember the fallout afterwards. There may have been some form of temporary protected status, whatever it was at the time, that allows people to come in. Then they're assessed and processed. It's determined that, yes, their claim for asylum is appropriate or not, et cetera, et cetera. That's what we're looking at there. As you scroll up on those other charts, you can see when Title 42 ends, which was only supposed to be an emergency situation that has to do with health, and you can't have it both ways. Either COVID ends or it doesn't end, the pandemic. And so people come in. There's no doubt, and that number on that chart that Musk had, under Biden, more people received temporary protected status. We had a problem in Haiti as the country is falling apart. You had people from Ukraine coming in because of obviously the invasion. These are all under temporary
here's a
protected
question
status.
for you,
They
Sam.
all got
Sam.
Social Security numbers so they could pay taxes into our government and not necessarily get
vote
the services
Democrats,
back.
yes, and vote for Democrats.
No, they
right, yes,
can't
so-
vote.
right.
Those Social Security cards literally say
AOC,
on the card say you can't use this for voting.
Hey, you there. If you guys like this video, please consider subscribing, dropping a like, and maybe commenting. This really boosts the video in the YouTube algorithm, and we would like to spread this message to as many people as possible. Let's get back to the video. Sam Seder's debate on the PBD podcast was a strong, fact-driven rebuttal to the misleading and emotionally charged open borders rhetoric that's frequently pushed by right-wing media. Contrary to the show's framing, Seder clarified that the U.S. does not have open borders. If it did, we would not have the extensive legal process in place, nor would we be seeing large numbers of apprehensions or immigration hearings. His point was simple but crucial. The presence of law enforcement, legal procedures, and asylum courts proves that the U.S. border is heavily regulated, while giving him the room and ability to admit that it needs improvement. One of Seder's strongest counters came when he explained the legal right to seek asylum by stepping foot on U.S. soil. This is a long-standing principle under both U.S. and international law, not a loophole, not an invitation to chaos. This is literally what the country was founded on. He noted that 98% of those who are processed under the so-called catch-and-release system do return for their hearings. This completely undercuts the narrative that undocumented immigrants are vanishing into the country unchecked. Seder also addressed the bottlenecks in the system, like the lack of immigration judges, not to justify dysfunction, but to call for more investment in efficient and fair processing. It's constructive criticism, not just the blind pointing of a finger with no actual suggestion for a plausible solution. What makes Seder's critique so valuable is that it directly challenges the tactic of conflating humanitarian immigration policy with lawlessness. The PBD panel continually tried to muddy the waters with charts, volume numbers, and emotional appeals, yet Seder brought the conversation back to reality. Temporary protected status for migrants fleeing crisis, documented entries with tax IDs, and no eligibility to vote. His responses cut through the noise and exposed how hosts like Patrick Bet-David deliberately spin misleading narratives to feed partisan talking points rather than address the actual policy mechanics. In the end, Sam's refusal to get dragged into bad faith theatrics, whether from Patrick Bet-David or his emotionally unhinged co-hosts, highlighted just how hollow the open borders myth truly is. While the PBD podcast aims to overwhelm dissenting voices with volume and outrage, Seder stayed grounded in facts, legal precedent, and process. That's the kind of clarity that we need to push back against a media ecosystem that is built on distortion. That's a wrap from Eat the Narrative, where truth isn't polished, it's weaponized. If you guys enjoyed this content, please leave a like, drop a comment, and consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.